These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
Good Tuesday to you. I'm Megan Thompson tracking those top stories from ABC15 Arizona. And our ABC15 team spanning the valley to get your thoughts on what the Trump administration should prioritize in the next 4 years.
If I'm being honest, we pay like $2,000 a month in groceries.
My prayer and my hope is that peace can be secured.
Make the economy better, especially for the vets. Some of them are struggling. We have a lot of homeless vets. That should be a top priority.
I think what all Americans want is that their needs are prioritized from an economic standpoint.
ABC15 bringing out the soapbox to hear from people in Avondale, Tempe, and Glendale, giving us a range of responses from the economy to healthcare to education. We're always listening to our community. If you have a question, reach out to us at abc15.com/listen. A traffic alert for the Loop 202 Santan Freeway. ADOT is planning an off-ramp closure for 60 days. The eastbound Loop 202 off-ramp at Gilbert Road will be closed starting tonight for a widening project. ADOT recommends getting off at Cooper or Lindsay instead. ADOT says there will also be closures at some westbound 202 exits in the coming months. Be informed on your daily drive with up-to-the-minute traffic updates on ABC15 Mornings. Now to ABC15's Priced Out coverage. Housing experts predict that this year could bring good news for home buyers. If you're sick of the hot temperatures here, one of the chillest places in the U.S. is among the hottest housing markets in the country, according to Zillow. Scripps News' Alex Miller digs deeper into the common trend in the top housing markets and what that means for home buyers in the new year.
For the second year in a row, and despite its snowy exterior, Zillow predicts Buffalo, New York will be the hottest housing market for 2025.
I'm not surprised, honestly.
Kelly Spurlock is with the Buffalo Niagara Association of Realtors.
We have very affordable housing in our area, especially compared to other places in the country.
Salt Lake City, Richmond, Kansas City, Charlotte, and St. Louis are in the top 10, but it's the Northeast and Midwest that dominate the top half of the list. Indianapolis snagged the number 2 slot.
In the last few years, I have had more buyers coming into Indiana. And not just for jobs, but just because of quality of life and affordability.
Zillow's chief economist, Skylar Olson, says the common threads among these markets are new jobs, which drive competition, and strong home prices.
And then if you think about other metros at the top of that list, like Providence, Rhode Island, or Hartford, Connecticut, these are pinched between 2 super expensive metros. So they offer relative affordability in their region, and it makes them super hot for buyers.
Sellers in these markets can expect to sell on a quick timeline, which means home buyers have to act fast.
And you'll want to be well supported and strategic when you approach this kind of market.
While buying in a hot market has its challenges, Carmelo Parlato says it doesn't necessarily pay to wait.
I think you definitely want to buy in a city that has an uptrend. You don't want to buy in a city that's going down, right?
Alex Miller, Scripps News.
If your goal is to tackle debt in 2025, the Let ABC15 Know team can help. We're partnering with the State Bar of Arizona, so attorneys will be in studio answering your questions about bankruptcy and collections. You can speak to an attorney one-on-one. Those phone lines open tomorrow from 5 to 7 p.m.
With your most accurate forecast, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. It'll be a breezy start to your Tuesday and a cool start with temperatures around 40 degrees at 8 o'clock. Slowly warming up, those temperatures will be at midday in the mid-50s and only climbing into the lower 60s, which is well below average for this time of year. Winds will be breezy, as I mentioned, through about midday in the valley with gusts around 20 to 25 miles per hour. As you head along the Colorado there in Mojave County, winds will be a tad bit stronger with gusts around 55 miles per hour. Northern Arizona, highs staying in the 30s and 40s from Flagstaff to Heber and Sholo with 50s and 60s across the lower deserts. But tonight, temperatures in the valley will dip into the mid-30s as a freeze warning is in effect. And then Wednesday and beyond, those temperatures slowly warm up until the weekend. A slight chance of rain returns. Flagstaff, we're in the 40s for highs through at least about Thursday. In the 50s briefly on Friday. Then we cool things down for the weekend, too, with a promising chance for snow beginning Sunday and Monday of next week, with lows staying in the teens.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to abc15.com, or you can download that free ABC15 mobile app.
These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.